Greetings, Elder Black Light. Now, jurisdiction and justice are very much related. Let's define justice first. Justice is justice, being righteous. I repeat, justice, being righteous, fairness, rightliness. Reward or penalties as deserved. The use of authority to uphold what is just. The administration of law. A judge of justice of the peace, defining righteousness, acting in a just, upright manner, virtuous, morally, right, or justifiable. Justifiable is an adjective, and righteousness is a noun. That's defined by Webster's New World Dictionary, 1989. Now we're going to define jurisdiction. It's a noun, the administrating of justice. Number 2, authority or the range defining administration, management. Who establish jurisdiction? That's a question. Who establishes jurisdiction? See, a government can be unrighteous or corrupt like the one we got now. We've been here. If the government is corrupt, the system is rigged to benefit the unrighteous or corrupt. So what makes you think that they got all they corrupt, all their corruptness lined up because they know how the public thinks? So I want to interject this thought right here. It's going to be a minute before I make another video. The next video is going to be military tactics. I'm going to show you how the military is training. In this video, I'm going to show you how the military is training for urban combat, inner city combat. Now, we've been talking about the King Alfred plan. We've been talking about the Federal Reserve. Quoting from a book called Islamic Concepts of Social Justice, authored by Al-Hajj A.D. Ajajullah. Therefore, it should be made clear that the monstrous capitalism which currently is prevalent in many Muslim countries is not a part of Islam, and the consequences of Islam cannot be held responsible for its evil. And consequently, Islam cannot be held for or responsible for its evil. See, even here in the United States, those who call themselves Christians, and they read it in the Bible about Jesus told the rich man to go and sell his goods, then he could join him. He had one of his disciples was a tax collector, and Jesus persuaded him to quit working for the Romans, collecting taxes. He went to the temple and turned the tables over, you know. So that's all they talk about. That's all the Christians talk about is money, prosperity in a corrupt system. And as far as Muslims, I don't care if the FBI, FOI or FBI or whatever, and they call themselves Orthodox or whatever, and they supposed to be Muslims, they're going along with this corrupt system. When you go along with something just to get along, I mean, they haven't changed. They talk. Uncle Sam know that they talk a good talk. You know, they call him the devil. He don't care because he's making money off of them. The Muslims ain't making no products for themselves. FOI ain't making nothing for themselves. They going out buying the white man's products. Every time you file a tax, every time you work on a job, every time you use this capitalistic currency, you pushing your slave master up the ladder, your employer. See, Washington can't get you jobs. Trump don't get you jobs, but he know the corporations. He know the head of corporation. They the ones that put him in office. Most of them is over there in the Islamic country getting that oil for these cars that the brothers is making over here. The people are making over here. And they need that oil, you know, so y'all could drive y'all cars. Those are the ones that's hiring. And they choose who they want to hire. You see? And the ones that you're going to vote for, they got to work for them too. I don't care if they call themselves socialist. Just because you call yourself something don't mean you that. I'm a socialist. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. That don't mean you that. These are communist capitalists. They're capitalists. Communists. Not the same communalism that the Africans had, the black Africans had. They had a communalism. You know, it was more like share alike. You know, even if you had abundance, you still would share that with your brother. It says that in the Quran. Now I heard a brother on YouTube talking about Muslims idol worship, so they couldn't get along with Egypt because, you know, this guy right here, he don't know his history. He don't know that the black man is the original Muslim. Islam means righteousness. That's what it means. And it don't believe in interest. So you over here paying the Zionist Jews because it come out your taxes. They send billions of dollars over there. The Zionist Jews run all the entertainment industry, the sports. And see, that's another thing while I'm thinking about sports. And Gail, I mean, instead of brothers talking about the real issue, they getting paid, I guess, by the capitalists not to talk about real issues. So they talking about he say, she say. They've been talking about that for a week, you know. That's not, I mean, what she say about Kobe Bryant, you know, don't need no national discussion. You know, I'm calling it like it is, man. We got people living on the streets, you know, got people getting kicked out their house. We got people paying high absorbent energy bills such as light and gas. Gas done keep going up and down. Each year, inflation makes inflation is driving prices up in the food and everything. In the meantime, you got all these different disasters jumping off. Murder, dope, you know. You don't know if your child gonna go to school and get molested. You don't know if he gonna get abducted. She or he. They shooting up schools. I mean, a whole lot of things you got to be concerned with. You know. And then I heard Snoop say, well, you know, Kobe's children might hear that. Well, y'all keep on talking about it. Yeah, they're gonna hear about it. Y'all keep on making videos about what she said about Kobe. Yeah, you're gonna get 1,000 videos. They're gonna see one of them and they're gonna be talking about their father. You know, you chastised on YouTube, but y'all just doing that for hits, for attention, man. You need to be talking. We need to be trying to get the black man and black woman need to be trying to get some jurisdiction so we can get justice. You keep talking about every time the police shoot a brother, no justice, no peace. You just gonna keep marching saying no justice, no peace for 1,000 years? You gotta start doing something about this. So when you gonna get some cojones, man? You know, and some backbone. We got to establish jurisdiction where we at in our neighborhoods. That's our turf. And you got to make sure the military regime knows it. We're going to talk about that on the next one. Because if you don't hurry up and establish jurisdiction, Trump going to finalize this martial law and come after you. Black light.